Is this thing on?
Yeah, it is on.
All right. All right. All right. What's up, campers? Welcome to the first episode of season 2. Thank you so much for your support on season 1 and while we were gone. As always, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Trails Podcast to keep up with our stories and receive updates. And don't forget to subscribe or follow us wherever you listen to your podcasts. But besides, the generic plugs, season 2, I'm excited. Who else is excited? All right, that was really quiet, but
Yeah, no one's excited except for you.
yeah, I'm super excited. Season 2, it's going to be a blast. You guys can look forward to episodes every Sunday at 7 p.m. As usual, but they're going to be so much more fun because every episode has a special guest. On today's episode,
Our special guest is Mr. Pratham Gujar from the Tech Check. So I know Pratham from school. Aditya and Andrew just met him a couple minutes ago, but they're already best friends. So Pratham, you can tell us a little bit about yourself and your podcast.
Yeah, so like I just said, I'm Pratham Gujar. I'm a senior, and I have a podcast called The Tech Check where we talk about gaming and like technology news. We've recently been doing a bunch of like interviews with small startups and companies, so you can check that out. As far as my camping, I've been camping almost every summer, except maybe like the last 2 years I haven't been camping too much. But we usually like don't go hardcore camping. We tried once, but it didn't work out too well.
It sounds like you're more of the glamping type.
Yeah,
we'll talk
I'm on the
about that
glamping
later. No, I get that. It's hard to go camping. I mean, we're all students in high school, and I think that's like one of the biggest things that I always remind our listeners about. Is like we're students in high school, so there's only so much we can do. But yeah, I mean, senior year, it's a big year, so obviously, SATs and college apps and things like that. I just took my SATs like an hour ago. I just came back from them, so
Wow.
that was a blast. But yeah. Anything else, Pratham?
I mean, I guess I like photography and like stuff like that. So, I always bring my camera to camping and everything. So, it's kind of fun.
All right.
Yeah. Should we start off with our most corny question? What's your definition of camping?
What is the definition of camping, Pratham?
Well, I'd say camping is just kind of like a break from like the outside world, from all this tech and everything, just to go back and just chill in the forest,
Yeah.
hang out with like some friends and family and just relax, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, camping can be defined as like a break from all the tech, but I mean, today we're talking about the tech related in camping.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully, it's not too much of a break. Do we want to just jump right in? Some of the tech we can talk about.
We
Yeah,
want to
let's
bring
do
in
it.
Oxford's definition of camping or no?
They
Leave that in season one.
can go
Yeah,
to
yeah.
all right, they can go to season 1 and what is that, like episode 2 or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to hear AJ's what is it? Oxford definition of camping, go check out our definition, season 1, episode 2. There you go. All right, let's talk about some tech, because that's why we have you on. First off, I'm like a Luddite when it comes to tech and camping. The only thing I ever bring is like my phone and maybe a portable charger. Yeah, it's like I'm not gonna bring like a full studio system, and mainly because it's probably just inconvenient to carry. But
True, yeah.
what are some tech gadgets that you might bring on a camping trip?
Yeah, so like apart from like a phone and like a portable charger, we usually bring like a generator just so that we could get like a grill up and running. We bring like speakers, obviously, just because we're more of the glamping type.
Yeah.
And yeah, we just have like a bunch of like lights just like everywhere, massive tents. Yeah.
Work lights and yeah. Okay. Cool.
Hmm.
AJ, what about you? I feel like you're a lot more technologically aware than I might be when it comes to this stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I bring the portable charger, the phone, got all the cables. I haven't brought a lot of like technology and electronics, but I bring a lot of different types of gadgets.
Yeah.
We can probably talk about the difference a little later, but
Yeah.
yeah, I have the small knickknacks and everything that I bring.
You brought your GoPro one camping trip, and that was wicked fun.
I did. Yeah, we got some cool manhunt footage.
You still haven't sent
Oh,
me that
that's nice.
And then there's me, who just brings the weather rock, and that's about it.
Andrew forgot his phone on the biggest camping trip he's ever been on.
Yeah,
so-
and it's the most important one too. Like you actually need to bring your phone.
What was that? That was in summer camp, was it?
That was the
Jambo.
Jamboree.
Oh, that was Jamboree.
Go
Oh,
into a different state and he forgets his phone.
Oh my god.
like 6 different states. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah. We're lucky if Andrew remembers to pack. So, technology, we yeah, that might be a push for Andrew.
Yeah, I can go without it.
He's a true camper.
A lot more gadgets.
So you mentioned earlier that you're more of the glamping type,
Mm-hmm.
and Aditya is
Oh.
a huge hater on glamping.
I
But
just,
you also mentioned that you tried like hardcore camping once.
Mm-hmm.
You want to tell us a little bit about that trip so we can
Well,
see what it was like?
yeah, give us some context.
It was kind of interesting because like we were planning to go, right?
Yeah.
And so many things happened that like we ended up not going to that location. We had to switch locations because like nobody wanted to go. So we just went to like another one that we went like every year to like New Hampshire, and we just like brought everything that we usually brought because like we were planning to take baths in like the river or whatever.
Oh wow. So
Like
this,
we were planning to go like full camping or
oh,
whatever.
wow.
Yeah, and then we just like last minute everyone was just like, nah,
Yeah, they all.
all just bailed. I mean, I'm hoping to do it this summer at least. Like if like all the parents don't want to come around, you know.
You need a crew to go camping with. You know,
Yeah.
you don't need to ask twice. Like,
You know.
honestly, just like check in with the troop. We'll cut. The troop will take you, or like just the 4 of us right here.
Yeah,
We'll,
that'd be
we'll take
dope.
you on a proper trip.
That'd be dope.
You're gonna eat well because Andrew's an avid cooker,
Mhm.
and Aditya can make a decent fire, so you're not gonna freeze.
Hmm.
And I'm just kind of
Jail have
there.
box.
Then AJ with his conversational skills.
Of
Yeah.
course, you know.
All my singing and storytelling.
Hey, those are the
bring the
essential
guitar.
parts of camping.
Exactly.
Don't sleep on those
we got
skills.
them all.
But you might roll your eyes when I bring out the puns.
Oh boy.
AJ at the ripe age of 17 has already mastered the dad joke. But I need to you got to tell us more about like this camping that you do every year that is kind of like glamping. Like describe this camping trip because I just know I don't know much about it. So talk to me about what you do.
So we usually go to New Hampshire for camping. It's like the same spot like every 1 or 2 years. And we start around like 10 in the morning, just head over there. And the first thing we do is just kind of like find like a flat area. We get like massive tents. Like I know like our family, we have like a 6-person tent, even though there's only 3 people in our
Party
family.
tent.
Yeah, I mean I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Like
Yeah.
a 6-person tent turns into a tent just for me. Like
Yeah. Like it's to the point where we just have like a dedicated part of the tent where you can just like lie down and look at the stars or whatever.
nice.
But we're always under trees, so that's never a great option.
Okay.
It just ends up being a place to put your shoes in. Yeah, and then after that, after we set up camp, we'll have like a grill and just bring like some chicken. We'll start grilling some chicken, get some s'mores going.
Nice.
All the
Classic.
parents,
What else could you ask for?
exactly. All the parents are just sitting around the fire, just singing songs, telling each other stories. And all of like the kids and like all the younger people, we just go into like a single tent, whip out like Monopoly or a deck of cards.
It's like prime time camping right here. You got
Yeah.
all right. So you are sleeping on the ground in tents though.
Yeah,
Okay, all right. And you're up in New Hampshire. Where in New Hampshire do you remember?
I don't. It's been a while since we've gone. Probably like 2 or 3 years. Yeah.
And then for food, do you guys are you guys cooking your own food for every meal?
Yeah, we cook our own food. It's usually chicken in the night, and in the morning we just make like omelets and like we bring croissants and stuff like that.
Nice. That's good.
Surprised the tech guy's not like Ubering Eats or getting the Amazon drones
Yeah,
going
I
in
was
there.
just making sure that you guys aren't like going to a local restaurant for lunch or something. That would have been disappointing.
Yeah, that
what
would
about
be
for
pretty
other
cool.
other campers there? Like, are the people with like trailers showing up or anything like not trailers? Yeah,
Like
Campers.
RVs.
yeah, RVs.
I've seen one or two people show up, but honestly, like the camping site we go to, it's pretty open to the point where it's like there's a lot of facilities nearby. So you don't really have any people like RVs pulling up or anything. It's just people camping for like 1 or 2 days and then just
So
heading out.
that doesn't sound like a very crowded place. Very like
Yeah,
everyone's kind of spread out across the site.
yeah.
Nice. So, I mean, I'm sure it's a good time. Who are you going with?
So I have like a friend group where it's like probably like 8 or 9 kids and like a few families. Like everyone's families come together, and it's probably like a total party of like 20, I think is the most we've had, which is like a lot.
That's pretty good.
So yeah, we'd like rent like more than one camping site all next to each other and just like
Cool. Man, I gotta get in on that.
hey, you're always welcome.
Dude, I hope so. I'll be there next time. Just keep a lookout. I'll just be like up in the tree, like spying.
What kind of major activities do you guys do? Like, do you guys do any major organized games of any sort, or?
Yeah, so one of my friends, he brings like a spike ball thing, like a spike ball set, so we'll play with that. There's also a beach nearby, so we go to the beach and just like, I don't know, we'll play volleyball, football, or just like go swimming. Other than that, we'll just like ride our bikes down the road or whatever, because there's like a narrow road that goes to like each of the camping sites. So we'll just go riding our bikes around.
Dude, never would have thought the host of the Tech Check had more camping game than I do. Wow.
Yeah, you just got outdone, Aditya. You just gotta.
All did.
Yeah.
Got done in our camping. Wow. Okay. Any memorable stories from those camping trips? Like one year that just stuck out in particular?
Well, there was just one time where I just like instead of like going out into the tent, I just like sat in the car and just started blasting like random music. And like everyone else just like hung inside the car.
Nice.
And we were just chilling there. Huh?
Just for like no reason at all, or
Yeah, just for no reason. I just like turned on the car and it was just like a big van. Everyone was sitting inside. All the parents were like trying to set up the tents, and I was like, yeah, let's run some music over here.
I respect it.
Yeah. So, you kind of go. Is this the only place you've been camping to, or are there other spots?
Yeah, it's the only place. The only other place I wanted to go is that one place we wanted to go hardcore camping, but
Where was it?
I don't remember. I want to say it was like Vermont, but
Okay.
I don't know actually. It was somewhere like further up north though.
Okay.
That kind of answers my follow-up question, which would be, where would you most want to go next? Like,
Yeah,
if
definitely.
you could go anywhere in the world, I guess, would you still want to go there? Or
Anywhere in the world? I don't know. I'd probably go somewhere in Japan. I really like the scenery in Japan. You got a lot of spots there. I think camping there would be really rigorous though, especially if you're going up north because it's like very cold and very snowy up there. But there's like a lot of places if you go camping like near hot springs, like an actual hot springs, that'd be pretty dope.
Yeah, that was a really good choice. Like,
I don't think we've ever thought about Japan.
Yeah.
I think we once answered that question. And
Yeah.
like the rocky areas of Europe,
Mm-hmm.
like just all over. I would love to camp all over Europe,
like the Swiss Alps and all that.
everywhere. Just like spend like a whole year just camping in Europe. That would be
That'd be
so
sick.
cool. Because like I feel like Europe has the resources, but like
Mhm.
Asia, Central Asia, it's like just dry land for a lot of it. Yeah. What about you, Andrew?
I think I originally answered in like kind of like a more tropical environment.
Yes, I think that's what you said.
Yeah. But hearing his little answer, I'm like, yeah, like Japan's like known for its like crazy mountains. I'm just like, bro, like sure, I'll climb those mountains.
What is it, Mount
Fuji?
Japan, right?
Yeah, Mount Fuji.
and then there's Kilimanjaro in Africa, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and yeah, like there's a lot of cool places across Africa too, but it's a bit
It's
sketch
pitchy hot.
sometimes.
Africa's like your Sahara location. What about you? You remember what you said?
I think I said Greenland.
You might.
Ooh, Greenland.
There's rumors that they don't have like mosquitoes or like small bugs,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so that was very appealing to me. And also, like, you see all these like pictures online of just like these beautiful landscapes and like waterfalls and everything. So I'd definitely choose there, either there or Scotland, because I'm
Mhm.
Scottish and they have a lot of nice
You
places to camp along the coast.
Going to the Highlands.
camping on hole 18. Uh, okay, so then Pratham, just the infamous question before we start talking about some of the tech and gadgets that we all use on camping.
Mhm.
So, from what I've heard, right, your camping experiences aren't exactly glamping. I think they're legit camping experiences. They're ADDIE certified camping. So,
that's
so knowing that and kind of having that in the back of your head, what is your opinion on glamping?
On glamping, honestly, I don't like glamping that much. I kind of have to agree with you over there because
I
when it comes to camping, I just want to just have everything all natural. Try to like have that sort of bit of like a survival instinct. I guess I get kind of like a little bit of a thrill going back and you're trying to doing everything yourself instead of like relying on a bunch of stuff. So I just think it's just very interesting.
Wise words from a wise man. I 100% yeah, I feel like there shouldn't always be like a plan B. If you mess something up, you got to live with it.
Yeah,
If you lose an arm, well, you lose an arm. If you lose an
part
arm,
of the
it should be
experience.
I mean, it should be concerning if you lose an arm while camping, but
just give you something wrong. Okay, let's talk about tech. I'm gonna pass it off to AJ to lead the segment because tech is not my expertise. So
neither is it mine.
Yeah, I got the YouTube experience for tech that lasted a couple videos. Um, so we mentioned some stuff earlier, but this is we can kind of go into more in depth for some things. Um, so you said that you bring portable chargers, and I know DD has brought some as well. Do you have any brands that you like better than others? And I know certain ones have like certain like USB ports or USB-C. Some have different milliamp hours. So kind of give us like the basics.
Yeah, so there's this one portable charger I got. It was like from BJ's or whatever, but they said it's pretty like resistant, like waterproof and all that. I think it was called TomTac. I'm not sure. It was something like that, like TomTac, but it was like $20 for like a bundle. So I think I liked that. I've never taken it camping yet because I got it like last year, but for sure this summer I really want to go camping because it's like maybe my last year here in Mass, maybe with my friends and everything. So I'm definitely planning on taking that to camping if we go.
Yeah, reach out to us. We'll take you camping.
Yeah, for sure, man.
100%. I would
Yeah, I got the Goal Zero like
Mhm.
ones. They have like the USB that flips up. And I have like a couple different sizes of those, and those have lasted me for a couple years now. I
Mhm.
also have this like giant brick that has like 4 USB ports.
Mhm.
I think it's like 20,000 milliamp hours, which is like
Wow.
a beast.
Yeah.
It's like I don't remember the brand, but it was like kind of cheap. It's not the greatest, but it gets the job done for
Mhm.
like a weekend camping trip. I can charge everything multiple nights.
Yeah, there's always like this one friend of mine who just brings like a massive like brick like that, and we just all like plug our phones in. There's just so many different like USBs and everything, and he has like one of those converters where you plug in one USB and there's like three different like outputs. So that's like really handy.
I feel like this guy would really like the solar panel chargers and stuff like that, but
Oh yeah, for
yeah.
sure. I was just about to like talk about like solar like generators and stuff like that. I was like watching like a video of like some dude. He built his own like solar powered generator for camping, and I was like, I kind of want to try that now. I want to
Couldn't be me.
kind of want to try building like a solar powered like generator. So like I'm not that great at putting stuff together, you know.
Yeah. But
No,
Andrew, what was the charger that we had at the Jamboree? Because we had like a giant thing, and that was solar powered as well, right?
yeah, that was the one I was thinking of. I don't know the name of it, but it was it was pretty effective. It was like this, like one of those industrial like solar panel like panels, but it wasn't like a big one or anything. But it was a very sizable one. It would just sat there, sucked up all the sun, and then like it went into like this kind of like outlet. It had it, and everyone just plugged in all their chargers into it, and then people had their chargers on chargers and stuff like that, or something like that, or
Yeah, we probably had like 15 devices hooked up
or
to that thing
an
at once.
extension cable or something like that.
Yeah, we drained that battery because I don't think my phone was above 50% more than like a couple days at the Jamboree.
I mean, I wouldn't know. I kind of left my phone at home.
Yeah, there was like nowhere to plug in. So our troop that we went with, they had one that they bought beforehand, and if you had a charging brick that was charged, you could probably get some money or some patches for a charge or something.
Yeah, there was also the infamous McDonald's on top of the mountain that people would trek up to get hopes
No,
of
it was
charging.
it was Chick-fil-A.
It was Chick-fil-A. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I went up. I forget with who, and the lines were ridiculously long, and they ran out of food halfway through the day, so we had to wait like 2 hours
Wow.
just for them to get restocked, and it was just not worth it for
Yeah,
me.
I would assume many people might have gone up there just to charge their phones because like they probably have an outlet somewhere.
for sure, for sure. I think for me, portable chargers, it's either like the little Mophie ones. I'll always have one of those. That or I just smooch off AJ. I'll like text.
Yeah, he's
text him on
always
Friday
taking
night.
my charge.
You could probably scroll through our texts, and half of our texts are like the Friday night before a camping trip, and it's just me like, "Hey, do you have a portable charger?" He's like, "Yep." I'm like, "All right, expect me to take it from you at some point."
You know, he also takes my cords too,
I usually
so
bring
I
my
can't
own
charge
cords.
myself.
I usually bring my own cords, or I try to. You know, when time permits, I will pack a cord. All right,
Okay. All right. I think our next question on tech.
what's up?
The
Speaker.
next one, yeah, we can go speakers.
Um.
I just got one of these JBL flips for Christmas,
Mhm.
and that one is very powerful, and it's a really good one. It's for Christmas. They had a good deal, so I got it for like I think 70 something bucks.
Oh wow.
Usually they're like 100 or 115.
Mhm.
So if you're gonna spend some cash, I definitely recommend that one.
JBL is a good speaker brand as well.
Yeah.
I have a JBL speaker as well. I just got it for Christmas as well. But it,
I didn't get a JBL Christmas. If you couldn't put two and two together, but AJ, I'm sure that speaker's better than the little U speaker that you had.
Oh my gosh, that thing was
That
horrible.
thing was so fun.
It's like an unknown brand called U Speaker.
Yeah.
It's like
Uh-huh.
this tiny thing, probably like the size of like a quarter, probably like a little bigger than that.
Wow.
probably the
But-
kind of speaker you get at like Walmart or something like that.
Yeah, it's a dollar store kind of speaker. But it didn't last very long, and
Mhm.
the Bluetooth kept disconnecting, and I mean, it was probably mad because the DTS playlist is trash.
Hold on.
So, I mean, that could have been the reason it
Whoa.
died.
Throwing shade on the DTS playlist.
Question is,
Yeah.
it was just hey, you made your song request, but yeah. Well, yeah, that was the thing. It was like we were going on a hike. You know, it's funny because like every 100 feet, the music would just stop playing on the speaker, and I'd hear it through my phone in my back pocket. Like, what is happening? And then I think like towards the end of the hike, the thing just broke, and so we.
Yeah, we were musicalist for the second half of the hike.
The DT broke his speaker.
I don't know, but yeah, I'm looking forward to going on the hike with that JBL flip.
And JBL
Yeah.
flips are nice. Like one of my
We can do
friends.
the party boost too.
Yeah. One of my friends, he got like a JBL speaker. He brings it like every time for camping, and like he also brought it to like our Costa Rica trip, and it's very nice. It's very nice. The sound quality is great,
What do
and
you
like you can put it like half volume, and you can just like feel like the bass drop and everything on that. It's just insane.
What do you guys use when you go camping?
Yeah. So like we use the same thing like a JBL Flip. Like one or two of my friends, they bring like two speakers, and we'll just like start blasting those in like tents or whatever,
Yeah,
or like whenever we go biking or whatever.
yeah. We usually try to find something that we can kind of clip on.
Hmm.
I've got like I've got a speaker with a clip. It's a JBL actually. It's pretty small, but it does the job. Especially when we're hiking. I think it's harder to like listen to music when you're biking because people are so far away.
Yeah.
When you're
But
hiking,
now that you mentioned the biking, I think the flips, I think they're big enough where if you have a water bottle
true.
holder, I think you might
Yeah.
be able to fit it in there, and that could be
I feel like the safest thing would be like
tips.
a basket though, or just putting it like on a bag.
Yeah, like I have like a pouch on my bike, so I just like put a bunch of snacks or whatever in my phone in there.
Yeah, biking trips are fun.
Yeah.
What's your go-to camping snack?
My go-to camping snack, hot. It has to be Cliff Bars. I love Cliff Bars.
Yes. What flavor though? That could be the kicker.
Flavor. I think I've only gotten the peanut butter one.
The crunchy peanut butter,
Yeah, I've
Oh.
only gotten that one.
Those are the classic.
they're pretty good. I
I always get the big pack at BJ's. It's like
Mhm.
20 chocolate and chips and 20
20
crunchy peanut butter.
I
And
have
I'm
Wow.
always
it
left with
right
the
now.
peanut butter because the chocolate ones are so much better at first.
I rotate through. Like I'm just like trying all of them.
Mhm.
They have like different types of Cliff Bars, not like flavors, but like they have like protein ones.
Mhm.
They just have different types. So I'm like rotating through. But yeah, right now I'm vibing with the crunchy peanut butter one. Those were
Yeah, it's
I
nice.
like the
I love that one.
I got the blueberry something by accident.
very anything.
Then it was actually pretty good. Like there were kind of some chunks of blueberries and everything,
Mhm.
and I'd recommend at least trying it.
Yeah.
I think it was, all right. Next, we got. Let's jump to watches because I'm curious about like the different watches that you guys have or use for camping.
So watches. I have like this old Casio watch that I just bring around. I like the Casio watch, or the Casio watch, and another watch that I had was like an Iron Man watch, not like Marvel Iron Man, but it's a brand.
The time,
Yeah. So so I like the Iron Man one a lot better just because it was a lot more sturdy and there's so many like options in it where you could like check like what date, well you could check on like the other watch what date it was, but you can like put things in like its own calendar
right.
where like I can't do on like the
I'm
other
looking at
watch.
that right now.
Yeah. So you can do like a lot more on that watch, and it was just a lot more easier to use.
Water.
I also got like this Fossil watch where it like doesn't look like a watch that can be used for camping, but it has like, I don't know what it is, but it has like this like altimeter or something like that, so you can like check like the altitude on it or something
Yeah.
with like the dial. And I also like analog watches because you can use that as like a pseudo compass. Like if you align it with the sun correctly, you can. I forget how the hands work, but you can learn how to use it as a compass, which I find really cool.
I didn't know that. I'll have to check that
Yeah.
out.
So,
So
Pratham, are you the person on the camping trip who just got watches all up their arm? So you wearing like 20 watches?
nah. See, I put one watch on my hand and I put one on my ankle sometimes.
Nice.
Just to mix it up, you know.
Um, AJ, I know you always rock the Apple Watch.
Yeah, I got the techie Apple Watch here. I think it's the 4 Apple Watch 4 I got
Mhm.
a couple years ago. So I got a case from Spigen. So it's a little
Mhm.
plastic thing that I put over it to protect it. I got that when I started rock climbing because I would just scratch it up.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I definitely recommend the Apple Watch. You know, you get all your fitness, the time. I use like the regular stock fitness one because it gives the seconds as well.
Mhm.
But yeah, definitely like my Apple Watch. It was a good investment, I think.
Yeah, Apple Watches for sure are great because not only that, they also have like a built-in compass. a built-in like barometer, so you can check like air pressure, like atmospheric
Radiation
pressure.
levels.
Yeah, you can check like the altitude really easily on that, and like the weather obviously because it's a smartwatch.
Right. I
So I
think
think
that's when we're like reaching into like Garmin watch. Right.
yeah, Garmin's also really good for that.
Garmin's are nice.
Garmin and the G-Shocks. The G-Shocks are kind of popular now
G-Shocks are
because
nice.
they can withstand like anything.
Hmm.
But I think I like the Garmin's a little bit better just because of their practicality. I mean, you've got everything from GPS tracking to SOS services. You can check altitude, air pressure, as Pratham was saying, um, radiation levels. It can tell time, which is great. Um, but I really like the Garmin watches. The only downside is they start at like $500. So
Yeah.
it is expensive, but I feel like, when you get older and if you become more serious about this stuff, like Garmin watches are a really good investment.
Although, if you think about it, some of the Garmin watches you can get like texts and messages. So for $500, that's what I spent for the Apple Watch,
It's
and
probably,
it's
yeah.
kind of on the same level.
Yeah.
But here, I think the Apple Watch you have to charge, and like the other one you don't. If I'm
Yeah, I have to
it's literally
charge mine
charged
every
Garmin watch.
day.
yeah,
Yeah, I think the Garmin does have a lot of. It is comparable to the Apple Watch, and it does have a lot of really cool features. Um, but yeah, it's just crazy. Like, yeah,
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't have a watch, and I'm pretty interested in getting a watch. So
Hmm.
it's been a pretty interesting listening on this cool conversation here.
Garmin's cool because I mean they're waterproof. They can take hits, and they've got a
Hmm.
lot of uses. You just got to watch out for the price, and also like kind of what you want to use. Um, like if you're just like someone who goes to work every day and has a 9 to 5 job, you don't need a Garmin watch to tell you the air pressure and radiation.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, it's also like, are you going to use this? And you need to use this. Um, but
If not, you can get like a dollar store watch. That's what my dad uses on a day-to-day basis. It was some family game that we did, and there was like a dollar store watch, and
Mhm.
I mean, it's not the greatest, but it tells time,
I
and
guess the
that's
job done.
all you need to do.
yeah. All right. Last thing before the ad break, we wanted to talk about drones.
Hmm.
Um, and we can try and jump into like, we're kind of skimming the surface with this stuff, but we can definitely jump into this a little bit more in a later episode if you guys want Protham back. So you guys got to let us know. Do we want Protham back?
I'd be willing to come back.
All right.
Or we just go on Protham's show. Why don't we do that? We go.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Uh,
I got some
I
tech.
didn't
I've
know.
been on that his podcast before
Yeah,
for
AJ's been
Yeah.
on there
a
before.
special episode. So go check that out. It was like
guys,
season 1, episode 14, I think.
Hmm.
So if you want to hear my voice a little bit more, go check them out.
But let's talk about drones. Okay, I haven't really worked with drones much. I love the only reason I like drones is for the photography aspect.
Yeah.
Not really like, there's people who race drones, and then people will be like, hey, do you like drones? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, well, check out this drone I just built. I'm like, I don't care about the drone. I like drones for photography, not for racing.
Yeah.
So it's like, I feel like there's different aspects of drones, but Pratham, have you worked with drones specifically?
So the only drones I've ever gotten were like really cheap, like $20, $30 ones. But I have another friend at like school. He got like a really good drone where he actually filmed like a rocket, like a model rocket launch with his drone, which
Oh,
is really cool.
okay.
Personally, for like photography and all that, I think like the Mamba drone is like really nice
Mamba.
because it has like really great quality. The video stability looks like amazing, and a lot of people bring it to like very different parts of the world. Like you have people taking like videos and pictures of like sulfur lakes, which are like really dangerous, like people just without equipment to go there. And you have people like taking nice like cinematography of like mountains and stuff like that. So for anyone who's really going for like an isolated camping experience, a Mamba drone would be great. Even if you're just going for like a normal camping experience, I still think it's worth it.
Is that the Parrot Mamba drone?
I believe it is the Mavic Air. I said
Mavic. Yeah.
yeah.
All right. That's
I
what.
got mixed up there. The Mavic Air.
Yeah. DJI is like the at the forefront of drone tech.
Yeah.
I've been from my experience with drones have been the Five Below drones that you get, and they don't even work the first time.
Yep.
But I have like repurposed some of the motors, so I guess
Mhm.
that's kind of good. Um, but I was looking into the Mavic Mini
Mhm.
from DJI because it's like 400 or $500. So it's it's in it. Yeah, it's kind of the size of your hand. So I would say it's probably one of the good intro drones that
No.
you can get, and it's got a nice camera that you can shoot. I think 2K video.
Yeah,
So
2K is great.
Hold on, I looked it up. So it's like $400 for the Mavic Mini, right, AJ?
yep.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's like $400. I can't find the.
I think the Air is like 1,000 or something,
Yeah, that
and
one's
then
like way
they
cool.
go to like ridiculous professional cameras,
Yeah,
which are
that's like
worth
the
the
Yeah.
instructor
thousands.
stuff.
Yeah, just like with most things, the better it is, and the more expensive it's going to be. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
I think DJI. I think I mean it's important to kind of fly one of those $20 to $30 drones so that when you get that nice Mavic or the Phantom drone, like you don't crash it on your first.
Yeah, definitely, and like
Um,
destroy its propellers or whatever.
exactly. So it's important to like have some experience. I've actually flown a Mavic before. They fly like I mean it's I flew like one of those cheap $20 to $30 drones, and then right after I flew a Mavic just to see
Mhm.
how it feels. And I mean, wow, it's like you don't even need to do anything. There's like because there's so much like auto correcting and autopilot, and it's just like course correction, and
Mhm.
it measures altitude and stuff. Like the coolest thing about those $20 to $30 drones is like you can maybe get a flip out of it if you
Yeah.
correct, controls. But other than that, it's like the Mavics and what DJI is putting out is pretty insane for drone tech.
Mhm.
D2, what were those drones that we flew at summer camp? Because
Those
we
are
did like
those
the
are
drone course.
yeah, we did the drone like certification thing. I can't remember, but they were really small and they were really cheap. And they were totally okay with us like smashing them into the side of the building.
Oh, you got yelled at for like going up too high because I thought you were gonna go over the lake too,
Yeah,
and they didn't want to replace a $20 drone, so
they
they're
didn't
like, don't go that high.
as much as they could have because I was actually pretty good at flying those things.
Mhm.
I like to think that I'm a pretty good drone flyer. I just don't have the capital to put down for a $300 drone, and I just don't see like I mean we were talking about it with the watches. Like I just won't use it as much.
Yeah.
So no, a drone is definitely something I could see myself adding to my arsenal in a few years.
All right, I think with that, we're gonna move on to our ad break.
Yep.
Uh, so,
See you guys in a bit.
all right, I hope you enjoyed that ad break, and now it's my segment. All right, the best segment. You guys have been waiting all 3-ish months for this, I think, uh, or a week, depending on how you got the trailer. All right, so the segment is Andrew's Forgotten Campsite. All right, so my segment,
Called Forgotten, but
for, hey, it's words, okay? So basically, I know it's a campsite with missing everything except me. I'm there.
give it
So I think it needs some things. It's so I think we're gonna start off with Aditya. What
Yeah.
what are you gonna bring to my campsite?
question right is like, all right, if I could bring one thing to your campsite,
Yes, one thing.
No, it's
I think
it's not like that riddle that
No,
like
yeah.
no.
you bring things to the umbrella, but
It's just like if you could add something to a campsite, what would it be?
yeah, if you're
Yeah.
gonna give Andrew a housewarming gift for his new campsite,
Yeah, pretty much because right now it's empty. It's trees,
Well,
leaves,
along with
everything
my
in between.
presence, right? Along with my presence, because I'm gonna stick around for a little bit. I
We'll
would
see.
bring a guitar.
A guitar.
I would bring a guitar.
Okay, we're already failing at this point. All right, AJ, we're gonna need your assistance here. Okay.
so I was debating between two different items, but I think a DTA kind of helped me out a little bit there. So he's bringing his guitar, which we could use for some nice firewood.
Hey,
So I'm gonna give you some waterproof matches.
Okay.
Ooh, waterproofing.
All right. So we might survive the night. Okay. I
Wait,
think.
hold on. Is this for survival purposes, or are we assuming that we have stuff there already?
No,
No,
it's totally empty.
yeah, I
I
guess
thought we were gonna I thought tents were provided and stuff.
no,
I thought this was just like
I-
a normal campsite that's empty, and now we bring stuff that.
no. It's an empty campsite. It's a campsite that's empty.
I'm still bringing the guitar. Okay,
Okay,
let's
I mean,
make it unique.
it's good. Both good answers. Both good answers. All
Who's
right, now
bringing tents?
and now for our guest speaker. All right.
You know, I'd bring like a thermocell mosquito repellent just because I don't want to be sitting around an empty campsite with mosquitoes swarming me. It'd be
okay.
nice for the group.
So as of right now, we have a guitar, waterproof matches, and bug
Hold
spray.
on.
All right.
I was kind of expected there to be like other stuff, but
No. No, because if
Andrew, are you
there
bringing
was
anything?
me,
Yeah.
why would I bring something to my own site? Like,
no. Okay, so how about this, right? Andrew, to his own site, he brings all like the generic stuff, like tents and stuff.
no, I'm not bringing that. Yes, that's
I
you
think
guys.
Andrew has the
Andrew.
budget for that.
because
He works at a gas station.
yeah,
So our tents watch tents just be the last thing that someone brings. It's like we have like a guitar, waterproof matches, mosquito repellent nets, and then just like tents are just like the last thing somebody says on one of these episodes.
yeah, that's the idea. Because I don't want to limit like, oh, there's already tents there because it's stuff there. I kind of want that. As more people show up, more items are gonna bring in. Maybe the more obvious ones, like
I don't know. I
tents,
just
like
like
you said.
It's all about the creativity.
I just feel like
Exactly.
if someone says tents, then they're losing like something that's like unique or original to themselves.
Like
Like,
someone
I
could
bring-
cheat the system and be like, "I'm gonna bring a backpack full of everything,"
Oh,
and then
that is
you're like, "You can
true.
bring multiple
Yeah.
items."
That doesn't count. That's multiple items. See, I'm only bringing it.
No, I would allow that since it's a backpack full of
No,
multiple.
why would
items.
you allow that? Wouldn't allow tents
because
to all
it's in one thing.
website. That just doesn't make sense. This
mean-
outfit is so broken.
you can't bring a cargo bin of everything.
Andrew's forgotten campsite or Andrew's faulty campsite?
there's a reason why it's forgotten. Okay.
Well, so far we've got a guitar, waterproof matches, and mosquito repellent. And Andrew, like usual, forgot to bring some.
Okay. Forgot to bring everything.
So Andrew, this campsite, you said there's trees there, right?
Yeah, there's trees, leaves.
So it's not like last season where Andrew goes, nothing grows.
Yeah, unfortunately, some things have grown since I've left.
Okay, so we're faulty on that one last time.
Right. If you want to check out that segment, you can go check that out on season 1.
As of right now, this is going to be a recurring like list of items. So next person, he's gonna add on to it. It's pretty solid. I don't know if you guys want to do more explanation of your items, like Aditya, why a guitar.
Well, you see, because I expected there to be tents.
Okay, Aditya, that's enough. All right, AJ.
So I'm gonna explain Aditya's item. He really wanted this camping trip to be in tents, but he forgot the tents.
Yeah, I think Aditya
know,
wanted
the
this to be
old
like glamping. I think that's what
I don't get it.
Like in tents.
Uh,
Yeah.
Right there.
gotcha.
But as a hammock person, I just have calm camping trips. But I kind of explained my matches a little earlier, just because you
Yeah.
got the
You're not
firewood from
setting my
Aditya's
guitar on
guitar.
fire, okay?
Yeah. It's
not-
like survival.
It's for survival.
And then
No,
bug
no,
spray is
for-
pretty self-explanatory as well.
It's because I really thought that there was, the normal camping stuff, and then we just bring something that makes it unique.
It sounds like you're getting used to glamping, Aditya. It sounds like you're becoming accustomed to modern society.
Oh,
But we're going camping here.
I'm bringing my guitar. We're gonna have. Hey, even if we're dying, at least we're dying to some good music,
Debatable. All right. I think with that we're gonna close it up here.
Guys, go check out Pratham Gujar and the Tech Check. Amazing podcast. I got to listen to some of your stuff. Wicked educational and informative. So great job on what you're doing. Pratham, do you have any a few words you want to say?
Oh yeah, I mean, just thank you guys for having me on. It was really fun, just talking with you guys about camping and technology. It was just nice and fun to talk to you guys.
All right.
And, yeah, thank you.
Pratham.
Thanks for being here again. if you want to go on a real camping trip with us, we'll definitely set that up.
Of course.
And our the old corny outro. We got a DTS guitar didn't last long, so the fire's kind of burning down.
No.
So we'll see you. We'll see you next time when we get some more firewood.
Yeah. Well,
out.
we're gonna have plenty of firewood, but you just real quick before we close, once again, thank you, Pratham. Look forward to seeing something on the Tech Check with us, and hopefully we can make that out soon. As always, follow us on our socials. Check out season 1. We're super excited for season 2. We've got so much lined up. And we are not burning my guitar for firewood, but we will see you next time on Tales of the Trails.
Congratulations, you have made it to the end of the video. Thank you for sticking through to the end and just watching it. Make sure you share with your friends and be back next Wednesday for the next episode. Peace.